What's up everyone? Welcome to Let's Play Chips Challenge JoshL5. I'm going to be doing this Let's Play kind of as an in-between thing while I straighten up some issues with Portal 2, basically. That's right, I haven't forgotten about Portal 2. I've gotten tons of requests and messages about the game, probably more so than any other game that I've hinted at doing on my channel or have been requested to do. So I've heard you guys, but I've had some recording issues with it, and I want to make sure that those are straightened out and that you guys get a great Portal 2 viewing experience. Because honestly, I love that game, and I want to do it justice on this channel, so hang tight, it will happen later this summer. But for now, I thought I'd take a break from Nancy Drew and get back to some Chips Challenge, because it seems like a lot of people enjoy watching the Chips Challenge stuff, and at least from the view counts on the videos and stuff, so I figured this wouldn't hurt. And this set just came out yesterday, so I figured it's all fresh. You know, no one really has really played through it yet, at least other than the designer and maybe a tester or two. So I thought it'd be fun. I haven't even played any of these levels. There was a demo released, but I refused to play them because I wanted to just save it for the Let's Play, just so it would be genuinely blind, because I haven't played any of these levels yet. So let's get started with Alaska, Level 1. I love how there's 40 chips and a time limit of 400. Like, that's cool. I really like that a lot. In fact, we should have probably just read that hint first. Home of the greatest oil pipeline. Keys are needed to explore the blue wall area. So is that oil pipe? Yeah, is that the oil pipeline? The force floor thing? I don't know. Anyway, I wonder if this is kind of like a sequel to California, which was another level that Josh made, and one that appeared in CCLP1. That's right, CCLP1 has been released since the last Let's Play of Chips Challenge stuff, and I think everyone's enjoyed it so far. I'm sure glad to be done with constructing it and being a part of the team in the process of the voting stuff and all that. I mean, it's such a relief to be finished with all that stuff, I'm telling you. How many more? Is that the last chip? I think, yeah, that looks like the last one. So I can't go through here until I get all the, or I need to use keys to get in there. I have the red one, but I kind of want to save that until I get everything. Let's see. Yeah, that's straight. So, according to the description of the set on CC Zone, where you can download it, this set is of moderate difficulty. In other words, it's going to be easier than JoshL4, which was the last set I LP'd on this channel. Still all made by Josh Lee, which is cool, because I love his designs. They're aesthetically amazing, and he's got some cool concepts that he's explored. And I need a blue and a yellow. Where are the blue and yellow keys? Are they under? Yeah, there's a yellow. Let's just push everything and get all these chips. I'm just going to assume we don't need those blocks, but you can never be too careful with that. Okay, I got all the keys, so let's just go around here and at least all the keys I need for the blue area. Okay, so just a simple ice maze, cool. So I wonder what all these various parts of the level represent with respect to Alaska. Like, I guess this is like a glacier here. I don't know what the blue area is, but like, I've been to Alaska on a cruise, actually. Back in 2010, after I graduated from college, my family took a vacation to Alaska. The only cruise we've ever been on. And I don't know if I'll ever really go on a cruise again, because I don't really like being on a ship for a long time like that, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, and the ship was kind of a little bit small, too, so that may have been a part of it. Like, there wasn't much in terms of food and everything. But, I mean, it was still amazing. But, honestly, Alaska, it wasn't, I guess because it was the summertime, you know, and in the winter it's a lot more snow covered than it is in the summer, but it wasn't nearly as snowy. Like, it was, I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff there, and it was very rugged. I mean, if I could just use one word to describe it, rugged would probably be the word. I mean, you couldn't really access a lot of that by road. I mean, you had to fly into a lot of those places just because of the mountains and everything. I mean, a lot of the places don't get food other than by plane. I mean, that's how they have to ship the food in, which is pretty crazy. But I mean, there's quite a bit of diverse, I don't know if I would say climates, but, you know, different types of areas. Like, there was a rainforest, I forgot what the name of the rainforest is, but we visited it, Tongass, the Tongass National Rainforest. We visited it when we were in Sitka, which is a little fishing town. Because I think it's a fishing town. I know we visited Ketchikan, which is another fishing town. Oh, and there we go. I guess we don't have to go through the pipeline. But yeah, it was cool. It was really fun. Wildlands. Alright. We get a bit less time here. So we have to come back, and we have to avoid the teeth. Okay. I love the design of this. This looks cool. This just looks like a really nice, easy breezy level. I like that. Let's see. I'm just trying to be careful not to accidentally step into something. Okay, that just sounded wrong. Let's see. I want to see if there's like safe routes that don't involve sidestepping for everything. I think there are. Like, I don't think you have to sidestep at all in this level, which is good if that's the case. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally misread something as far as the force floors are concerned. Here we go. So yeah, since CCLP 1 has come out, since the last Chips Challenge Let's Play, I figured this would be kind of a fun time to just kind of evaluate these levels with, like, the future CCLP in mind, like 4 or 5. Because it seems like that's what we're looking ahead toward, and honestly, you know, okay, I'll give you my opinion as we go through this next level, Nimbostratus, and that was a great level, by the way, I liked it. Honestly, you know, I think the tendency that we need to avoid when it comes to future CCLPs is to make them like CCLP 3 now that we had an easier one in CCLP 1. I mean, really now. Because I feel like there's a lot of potential there to be, you know, let's just make the entire next CCLP really, really difficult, you know, now that we had our easy time. But honestly, I think CCLP 2 did it really well. I mean, it wasn't too hard, but it was challenging, like more challenging than the original game, arguably. And ultimately, I think that's okay. You know, it's okay to be more challenging than the original game, but not to go super overboard with it, you know, like CCLP 3 did. If anything, I think the best thing you could do is have like a specific set just for all the hardcore stuff, you know, all the hardcore crazy levels, put them in their own set, you know, just, you know, have a set for all the avalanches and you can't teach an old frog new tricks type levels, you know, just go for that, you know, don't worry about including them in a normal CCLP. I mean, I think that line has to be drawn eventually, just because we're dealing with people who play the game that haven't really played it for forever, you know, and I don't know, I mean, I don't think it's fair for them to have to play something ridiculously hard, no matter how well designed or cool it is, you know, and I'm speaking as one who enjoys those hard levels, by the way. I mean, I don't mind them, you know, for what they are. It's just that I don't think what they are is appropriate for a CCLP. That's just my opinion, though. But so far, I mean, the levels in JoshL5 even, I mean, I would say that those were pretty fair for the most part. I mean, yeah, there was some hard stuff, but, I mean, with a few little edits, I think even the most devilishly difficult levels would be appropriate for a CCLP. And it doesn't hurt that they're very well designed, too. Here we go, that's the path I was looking for. Okay, let's go down through this section. Okay, good, we got the yellow key. I was wondering if we would get the yellow key. This is a really interesting level. Like, I'm assuming Nimbostratus is like a cloud term, because it sounds like a cloud term. But I love the whole blue wall stuff outside. Like, it looks really cool to have that border of wall and then blue wall outside that. I don't know. And now I'm just kind of getting turned around. Here we go. The nice thing is that because each of these rooms is isolated, you can kind of gauge where everything leads without having to look through some big tangled mess of paths. That's something that's really nice about a level like this, is that it's manageable with respect to, you know, knowing if you're on the right track. You know, you don't have to just wander aimlessly for, you know, an hour or whatever, just trying to find that out. The last chip, though, yeah, here we go. So now we just need to go back to the beginning. That's all we need to do. And beginning's through here. No, not this way. The other way. Wait a minute. This way? Yeah, this way. There we go. Okay, so now we go... Okay, so we just need to trace the path to up there? Okay, so the upper right area, here we go. There we are, that's what we needed. If you're keeping a close eye out, you should know where the green key is. If not, just look around. All blue walls are fake. Well, I gotta be honest with you, Josh. I wasn't actually keeping a close eye out because I was keeping a close eye out on where all the paths were leading, but looks like we found it. I'm curious, can we go cut through here, or is this a dead end? It would be really cool if you could... Oh, you could touch the border. Ooh. Looks like we can. Yeah, we can totally make a loop like that. That's cool. It's good to know that it's not like a strict maze. Like, that's kind of nice. The Glider Identity. That sounds like a certain spy novel. Let's see. I can't really go back from that, so... Huh. Wow, there's a lot to do here, so I'm just looking around. I don't want to touch anything yet. So this is simple. I just get the chips. Okay, that's not bad. This kind of looks pretty compartmentalized, so I'm going to assume that you don't have to do things in a certain order per se. Yeah, I can just escape down there. I mean, that's not a problem. Well, I guess you have to do some things in a certain order because you couldn't get the red key, or you couldn't go through the red door earlier, so let's see what we can do with this. So we have this, another glider room up here. Interesting. Alright, well, I'll just take these one at a time. We need a green key for that. It looks like we can just go right through here without any problems, so... assuming we just need to use the blocks to bridge, there's no other special purpose for the glider. Yeah, I mean, if we had to lead us somewhere, we would waste the blocks. I'm still wondering about that glider there. Like, what's that used for, if anything? Okay, so right now we need to visit this upper right area. Uh-oh. Wait, was that circling around the whole time? Also, do I need to use this block for anything later? It doesn't look like it, because that's a dead end. So I'm just assuming that it's kind of like a fire trap sort of thing. You just put the block in the corner and the glider will take care of everything for you. So I can't get this block out, so let's just go ahead and do that. So far I haven't had any deaths in this LP so far. I've probably jinxed myself by saying that, but so far things are going okay, which is good. It's always encouraging when things go okay. So I think we've exhausted everything that we can get to from the beginning, so I'm assuming that now it's just a matter of item swapping. Did we... Let me just press the button just to be sure. I don't know if we did that or not. Whoa, 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 whoa. That could have been a bad idea. Oh, we did press the button. Okay. Oh, well, it looks like we got a lot of time, so that's good. Let's press it again. There we are. Okay, this time remember to go through here. I'm afraid to do that because I'm afraid the glider's just going to come right through and hit the button on me. There you go. You can never be too careful, especially this far into the level. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, careful there, man. Okay. Wow, okay, that could have gone badly. I like that random wall there. That looks cool. All these blocks must be used to get these chips. Okay, so obviously they all have to go in the water adjacent to the chips, but we have to use them to get the glider to that bomb as well. So let's see what kind of... Well, wait a minute. We can just use one block to do that. That's no problem. Oh, wait, it is a Oh, man. Yeah, I think I just royally messed that up. Oh, wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. I can totally cheat in Microsoft and do this. Ah, there we go. See, in Lynx that wouldn't be possible. In Lynx, the glider would just hit the hints and it wouldn't have been able to make it. Okay, so here though, how are we going to pull this one off? We need a block right where I'm standing, and we need a block there where I'm standing. So I guess we can just go ahead and, yeah, we can just go and bridge, and then we can just build the, or set the blocks like this. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. So I want to make sure I don't put them in a spot where I can't use them for bridging. There we go. Okay, so we got all the stuff, and I think the exit's in the middle if I'm not mistaken, so we should be on our way. Whoa. That was cool. I liked that. Alright, so now the exit is, I think, at the bottom. Let's go to the bottom. Here we go. Alright, the glider identity is complete. Bottom of the Mariana Trench. This is a, I don't know what this is all about, but on CZ Zone, use blocks to get to and around the trench. Okay, got it. There's this thread, it's part of this game called Hurt and Heal, where you basically just assign points to stuff and take away points from things and to narrow it down. And there's this one thread called Locations, where basically there's all these random locations, some real, some fictional. Anyway, one of them is the Mariana Trench. I don't know what inspired that to be a location in the whole thing, but why did I do that? Okay, first death of the LP right there. But anyway, yeah, I guess this is a reference to that. So, yeah, let's not do that again. How about we don't do that again? Okay, let's clear the dirt. I like the aesthetic of this level. I mean, I could say that about so many levels in this set. I have looked in the editor at the levels, quickly. I mean, just to glance them, just to kind of gauge, whether I really want to let's play this or not. I mean, it's Josh levels, guys, so I mean, I didn't really think there would be any doubt there, but I just wanted to just kind of do a little quick overview of it. And, okay, good, there wasn't any surprise there. There are some levels, I think the only complaint I would have about this set is that there are some levels that are small, and basically the outside of the level is decorated with a bunch of random stuff, which is cool, but I feel like, it's not a bad idea just to leave it blank. Minimalism is not always a bad thing. So, yeah, I mean, don't be ashamed of minimalism, man. I mean, it's totally cool to go both ways. Let's see. I'm to all my viewers, I just wanted to say this one thing. I'm sorry for the hiatus and everything. I did just want to take a break because, I don't know, I just felt like I was getting a little bit too stiff and boring with these Let's Plays. I think mainly just because I was stressed out in real life, and I don't know, it kind of translated to the Let's Play stuff as well. So I wanted to just take a break, get all that other stuff out of the way and come back feeling renewed and refreshed and ready to go. And I don't know, I feel a lot more loose and, and more excited to be here this time around. And it looks like we have to go there, but... Oh, duh. Okay, for some reason it totally slipped my mind that could have been a real wall, or a fake wall, rather. As far as the Sokoban level goes, this is a really cool concept. Like, you have to take these blocks on certain paths, whereas others follow different paths in the same area. Although I guess in this case they all technically end up in the same spot, so yeah. Or they go through the same area here, rather. One idea that I would love to see explored more, within a reasonable set of boundaries that doesn't involve, some sort of shenanigans that, like guessing shenanigans, is like figuring out like what blocks to use and what water tiles or bombs or something like that when the whole area is big. Like, there's a level by Andrew Menzies, I believe it is, from the other 100 tiles called, is it Corresponding, I think it is? And it does this concept so well, but I feel like it could be taken even further. Like, in that level, you basically had like 8 blocks, and they all had to go to different water tiles, but you had to use logic to deduce which ones absolutely had to go to a certain place, and then the ones that could theoretically go in various places but only had one right answer, you could deduce that by process of elimination, pretty much. So it was an interesting idea, and I feel like it could be played around with even more. So yeah. I think that sort of thing really has a lot of potential for Chip's Challenge and whatnot. So, I like this whole Sokoban thing here with the trap buttons. That kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. And I'm honestly really surprised that I haven't walked into a water tile yet, other than that first one. Or a trap. I feel like that should have happened by now. Like, I should have made a really silly mistake. And it looks like this is the end. So, let's be very cautious and not mess this up. Okay, what? Why did I just do that? Okay. Yeah, that was silly. I totally jinxed myself, guys. I knew it was gonna happen. Okay. Well, this level was a lot of fun, so I don't really mind going through it again. That's the thing, you know, when a level is that fun, you really don't mind doing it again. Like, I know a lot of people will probably feel different than I do about this, but you can't teach an old frog new tricks. That level, I didn't really mind playing it over again when I messed up, or, you know, I hadn't quite figured something out, or, you know, that end section where you had to dodge the, well, not really dodge the teeth in the actual intended solution, but you had to manipulate the teeth in the ending section? Yeah, like that. I mean, I messed that up a few times, but the level was so interesting to me that I didn't really mind going through the whole thing again. Like, it was just so fun to see the mechanisms all working together and stuff, so... I know a lot of people don't feel that way about old frogs, so... I'm sorry, but, I don't know, I had fun with it. I will confess, though, that last room... Why am I doing that? Seriously. Seriously, that... I guess I just keep underestimating how many spaces there are to a certain area, and then I think I'm on another row, and I'm like, oh, I can go left, but you really can't go left, you know? But anyway, that last room in Old Frog, where you have to use the teeth to control the green buttons and all that, I actually did dodge the teeth the first time. Like, that's how I handled it, and I thought that was the intended solution, but actually it's not. What you're supposed to do is you're just supposed to use the blocks to create a situation where the teeth just, or where you don't even have to do that. You can just keep the teeth in the other room until you need them, which is pretty cool, I gotta admit. I feel like it's one of those things that no one would really figure out unless they were really that desperate to find another way to do it, but I like the fact that it's there. I really appreciate the fact that it's there. See, like earlier, I thought I was on this row when I was on this row. Like, something's wrong. Maybe I'm just rushing this. I shouldn't rush stuff, especially this game. Oh, speaking of games. Okay, speaking of games. Those of you who know me in real life, well, I don't know, you may not know this if you know me in real life, but I'm a really big Nintendo fan. Like, I love Nintendo games. I love their products. I love their systems. I mean, everything Nintendo, I'm pretty much a big fan of. And I love the Mario series in particular. Like, it's been a favorite since I was in college. Like, I didn't really get exposed to it until college or so. I mean, I'd heard a lot about it when I was a little kid and stuff, but I never had a console growing up. So when I got to college and I finally got a Wii, I played Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Well, recently I just bought a Wii U, and it is awesome. I've been playing Mario Kart 8 on it. Oh, man. Guys, that game is tight. Like, it is so much fun. But the game that has been a lot of fun as a puzzle fanatic has been Super Mario 3D World. Well, puzzle and platforming fanatic. I love Super Mario 3D World. Like, I was so underwhelmed when I saw the trailer of it for E3 and everything last year. But, oh my goodness, the actual game is fantastic. Like, it's oozing creativity left and right. But anyway, what I'm trying to get to with this is that one of the things that makes the game so much fun is that there's this little mini-game involving the character of Captain Toad. Now, if you're familiar with the Mario universe, you know who Toad is, right? He's a little guy who works for Peach and is at her castle and all that. Well, Captain Toad is this guy from the Mario Galaxy games who's basically like this red toad that wears like a headlamp, And I guess that's what makes him captain. Well, he gets his own little mini-game series in Super Mario 3D World, where he basically solves puzzles in this little space. And it's like all 3D, like, you know, and you can't jump, which means that for the most part, unless he's, you know, coming from a higher level onto something lower, he can't really kill anything. So it kind of reminds me a lot of Chip's Challenge. It really does. Well, imagine my surprise when at E3 this year, they unveiled an actual Captain Toad game. Like, really? I was on the wrong side. I cannot believe I did that. That is so dumb. So how am I supposed to do it from there? Like, how am I supposed to get that in from there? I mean, am I supposed to carry this block over and then position this one first, right below me, and then the other one? Because I don't see any other way to do that. Okay, lesson learned. Let's not do that again. But anyway, Captain Toad, it's called Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, I believe, and it seriously looks like a 3D Chips Challenge, and not just like a 2D with 3D graphics Chips Challenge like Chuck's Challenge. I'm talking about, now the deaths are coming left and right. I'm talking about like a full-fledged 3D game that includes some puzzle elements. As again, you still can't jump, but you know, you can go at different heights and kill things from above. You know, it just looks amazing. Like, it's a sort of game that I would totally spend the money for. I mean, for a lot of people, like, I read a lot of comments online saying, oh, I hope this is, you know, just some digital download, you know, Nintendo eShop title. No, I don't care if it's a Nintendo eShop title. I want a full-fledged Captain Toad game, and I'm willing to shell out whatever money it takes to get it. I mean, I'm excited, guys. I mean, it looks adorable, and it looks all puzzly, and I don't know, it just looks awesome. So, yeah, that's my E3 reaction for the day. It just looks legit. So I'm really looking forward to that. I wonder what all the paramecia are supposed to represent. Sea creatures? I don't know. Maybe these are like coral reef things that we're traversing here. I don't know. I like to speculate that, like, whenever I play levels that represent something in Chips Challenge, you know, Chips Challenge is so limited that, you know, you really kind of have to use your imagination when it comes to levels that are supposedly, you know, in space or, you know, in some other location. Like, that was one thing we did with CCLP1. So a little bit of behind-the-scenes CCLP1 info for you guys. There were a number of levels that had space kind of as a theme. And honestly, we weren't even looking to do anything related to space. And that did not, by the way, factor into our decision-making about what levels made the final cut, by the way. This was after that was finalized. We just happened to notice that there were a lot of levels that either referenced something space-related or had a very space-like atmosphere with, you know, a bunch of gravel and all that. So we were like, hey, why don't we do a series of levels in space? So we were like, well, we could make them the bonus levels, you know, just for fun. Chips goes into space, you know, kind of like, you know, Diddy Kong Racing. Remember that game for the N64, Diddy Kong Racing? Oh, that game just rocked. That was an awesome game. Where you have to go to space as the last world. It's a nice departure from the typical lava world as the final world. You know how, like, Mario and all those games have lava as the last world? Well, come on, guys. Space is the last world. I mean, that's where it's at. I mean, Pac-Man Adventures in Time did that. I don't know if you guys played Pac-Man Adventures in Time. That was like a childhood favorite growing up. Like, and the last world there was space too, and it worked so well. So anyway, we had space as our kind of, you know, that idea for the bonus levels. But we were like, no, let's make this a part of the story, you know. It would just be so funny if, you know, Chip went to space as part of the story. So that's kind of how that came around. And the level order helped with that too. Because admittedly, a lot of those... Oh, we could just do that. Duh. I cannot believe I did not see that. I mean, a lot of those levels were not really that hard. And, you know, but a lot of them were difficult enough that they felt appropriate mid-game. And we kind of wanted a variety of difficulty for the bonus levels. So we thought, yeah, this will work, you know. There we go, finally. There you are. That was a great level, despite the mistakes I made and the frustration. It was great. I really did enjoy it, even though I sounded kind of frustrated. Okay, so level 6, Condensed Fire Maze. Use one boot at a time and use pop-up walls only when necessary. I'm just going to look around. Okay, I'm going to assume that because we have all these boots, there are thieves at play. Yeah, like this. So... wait a minute. How do we get back from that? You know what? I'm just going to do this for now. Let's just kind of... let's forget about that for now. And let's just get the rest here. I just kind of want to see what this looks like without a bunch of recessed walls. Because I feel like the more there are, the more complicated it gets. I really like the outside. Look at that. All the fire and all that. Like, that just looks cool. Like, I like when people litter the outside with just random stuff. Like, not patterns of, you know, stair-step looking things and all that. I like it when it's just all random stuff. You know, doesn't even matter. It's just randomness. But yet, there's like a certain calculation in that randomness. So it's not really random, per se. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's cool. Oh, we have to come through there. Okay, so it's a good thing we waited to do that then. Okay, cool. And was there another one? No, there's not. Okay. Okay, so I think now it's safe to... okay, we need to do this, so let's avoid the pop-up wall. I gotta admit, that sound for the thief is really weird. Like, I don't know if I like that sound. It just sounds kind of bizarre. Like, I don't know. Am I the only one who just thinks that sound is kind of... yeah, it sounds gross almost. Also, the time limit's... well, I guess we don't need a high time limit, but I gotta keep an eye on it. I don't really know what's coming after the fire part, or the maze part, rather. Okay, we got one more here, and... oh, we use the same fire. That's kind of cool. I like that. This is a really well-designed level. I like it a lot. It's a neat concept. Designed really well. Okay, so the final two chips are over here. And... huh? Oh, wait, do we go... okay, we have to go this way and out through here. Oh, that's supposed to be the last one. Is that how the way it works? Yeah, that's supposed to be the last one. Okay, so it really is a good idea that we saved this. Okay, so go through here and go through here. Okay, got it. Alright, that was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. So now we just need to destroy this bomb. And we need, yeah, red key. And now we have to go back. I'm just going to go back this way. There we go. Alright, so now we just explore. Here we go for the exits. Okay, in the walls of Gravel Castle. Tell you what, guys, we'll do this next time, so I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Yeah. Thanks again. I mean, it's a lot of fun to do this. I really do enjoy Let's Playing. I'm glad to be back doing it. It is a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. So, thanks again.